Yo, what's in team? I hope we're all good. Right, so in this one, we're going to talk about the important supplements. This is going to be somewhat of a continuation from the previous supplement video that I've already done, which will follow this video. So, once this video runs to the end, though, at the end of this, um, YouTube will then on the end screen, YouTube will showcase the previous supplement video, which has just got it's a very generalized kind of supplement video, the ones that I think that are a must. But in this video here, I'm going to touch on I think four supplements here that I've not talked about. In the previous video, and I think is very, very important for us to highlight these four supplements. All right. What I would like to add to this is supplementation is the 1 to 5%, right? It's not an absolute must. These supplements are just that, a supplement. The thing that's going to enhance performance and improve recovery the most is good quality sleep, good amount of sleep, good quality nutrition, managing stressors. Those things are going to always be way more important to your performance and your recovery than supplementation. Supplementation will then follow once everything else, from a habit standpoint, is in a line and you are living within alignment of your athletic goals. All right. So I do need to kind of highlight that there. These four supplements, or two of them, are fairly costly, and I'll obviously highlight that when we go through this, are fairly costly. Um, so with that in mind, I don't want anybody to feel like they need to go out and spend their hard-earned money on these supplements. I'm going to present each supplement with the pros and of course some cons as well. And then it's completely up to you if it's worth the price to you. All right. Just thought I'd get that out there first. So the first, well, yeah, the basics. This is what I cover in the previous video as well. Creatine, 5 grams per session is always going to be the best thing to do. So if you're training twice a day, 10 grams of creatine a day. And this is something I've trialed for the last year, maybe, yeah, probably the last year. And it's not affected my gut health at all. I know there's some individuals who have a negative has a negative impact on their digestion, but I would always say you can just start loading it from smaller doses. Start with 3 grams rather than 5 grams, and then get used to that. Then build up to five. Then you can build up to 10. All right. Beta alanine, electrolytes, whey protein, vitamin D. They're going to be the basics, the fundamentals, and I think they're pretty. Well priced, I would say. They're not going to break the bank. You can pick up all supplements of these supplements for fairly cheap and good quality supplements as well. All right. But then the first one that we're going to talk about is cordyceps, and we'll move me over here, is cordyceps. This is something I've had in my supplement stack for the last, I want to say 2 months now, potentially going on 3 months now. Now, I don't know if it's a placebo effect or it genuinely just improves improves your aerobic capacity and your oxygen efficiency. I have no idea. But since taking it, my threshold pace has increased. My aerobic pace has increased. My heart rate is nowhere near as elevated as it once was. Could that be down to training, looking after recovery a little bit better, managing stressors a little bit better? Yeah, absolutely. Can cordyceps help? Studies say that it definitely does. It's a staple in the majority of endurance athletes supplement stack. This is something that's come out of China. Chinese endurance athletes had them for years and years, and now a lot more endurance-based athletes are taking cordyceps. It's something that you would take for a 3 months period, come off it for a month, and then rinse and repeat that cycle. Really, really good for in season, I would say, if you're going to be taking it and adding it to your supplement stack. It's excuse me, it's going to be really, really good for you in season rather than your off season, just to obviously try and limit uh, to help cost more than anything. Pure Sport do cordyceps, and I take my cordyceps from Headstrong. Very, very good. Comes in pill form, and it's very, very good. Some evidence has shown that it can reduce fatigue and immune support. Pretty ironic because I'm currently sick, so I'm not 100% sure on the immune support there. Um, but does it help reduce fatigue? Not that I've noticed anyway. The benefit that I've noticed is just my threshold in aerobic pace has quickened, and my heart rate has not been anywhere near as elevated on really, really hard sessions. So that's the positive there ever since I've been taking cordyceps. So yeah, again, this is probably one that if you think that um, that performance benefit is worth the cost of cordyceps, then absolutely take them. If cost was no issue, it would be something that I would recommend to absolutely everyone. And again, it's something that I will continue to keep in my supplement stack, especially pre-season and in season. All right. Uh, do L-glutamine. This is going to be one that I think during the winter we all need to take. This isn't something that you need to take year round for the majority of us. If you do work in offices, if you work in school, if you're an in-person coach, if you're working with public, you're in public places and whatnot, then it could be beneficial to start taking this year round. Just because of the immune support that you actually get from L-glutamine. And I think that's the main thing that L-glutamine does do. Obviously, it says that it can support recovery, reduce muscle soreness after intense training. Not that I've ever noticed it, to be fair. Um, but the main thing is L-glutamine. So that's something that I think coming into the winter, everyone should be taking. And again, unlike the cordyceps, it is very, very it's very, very cheap for such a good product. It really, really is. Um, so that's one that I would again recommend. Of course, wasn't an issue there. This isn't something that I've ever tried, or to be honest, I ever will try. Um, just because bicarb, I've heard a lot of individuals who get a lot of gut irritation with taking bicarb. So if your stomach can handle bicarb, by all means take it. Again, this is something that is an absolute staple in the elite endurance field. It really is. A lot of endurance athletes are taking it. If you've got any kind of personal experience, I know Becky takes it, and she swears by it. Um, if you've got any sort of experience on it, then please share with the group what your thoughts and opinions are on it. It is very costly. It's probably the most expensive supplement that you can get. But again, if your stomach can handle it, the benefits that you'll get from taking bicarb, especially going into races, is very, very good. It buffers lactate, so you can actually, again, similar to like beta alanine in terms of that buffers lactate as well. But I think bicarb does it a little bit more productively and a lot more effective. So you literally can go harder for longer while taking bicarb. So this is something again, it's not something I've ever taken, and it's not something I will, just being honest with you, just because I don't want to spend that money and it not agree with my stomach. So if you do have a sensitive stomach like myself, then I would stay away from it. But again, to counter that, it's a very, very, very good product by a lot of athletes who can handle it. Their stomach can handle it. I've never heard any bad things from athletes who take it and can handle it. It's only positives from that. So that's something to bear in mind there. So yeah, that's something that you could, again, of course, was an issue. That would be something, if you can handle it, take it. It's very, very good. And then the final one, I don't know if I touched on this one in the previous video, so I just thought I would add it in because it is an absolute staple in every single person's supplement stack is magnesium. The amount of people who are now just finding out about the benefits of magnesium is baffling me. It needs to be an absolute staple in everybody's. I know I've recommended it to pretty much everybody in the team, but this is just another another reminder to get magnesium. It's very, very cheap, and it's a very, very good supplement to have. So yeah, it's an absolute must to me. It's going to help with sleep quality for someone who doesn't really sleep that well. Since taking magnesium, my sleep has improved uh, a fair bit. Um, Supports energy production and electrolyte balance. That's virtually impossible to actually tell if you notice that difference or not. I really just take magnesium from the improvement of sleep. I get into a lot more of a deep sleep when I take magnesium. I get more relaxed. I don't know if that's more of a placebo effect than anything. Knowing that I've taken magnesium, I'm pretty much ready for bed then. So yeah, that's obviously something that I think every single person should be taking. So that's the four supplements that I want us to really highlight and to make sure that we are taking um, on a regular basis, you know. But yeah, if you've got any questions regarding the four supplements, then again, just fire them in the group. And if anyone's got any experience with cordyceps, with bicarb, with L-glutamine, taking it year round or seasonal, and of course, most of you take magnesium, I think now anyway, because I've recommended it to you all. If you've got any experience with any of the supplements that I've listed, then again, just share your experience. And then if there is any other supplements that you are currently taking that I've not listed in this video and the other video that I will link, then again, just throw that in the group. Just because I've not mentioned it doesn't mean that it's not good. It might have just been one I've never heard of or never had any sort of experience with. So I'm always open to hearing about supplements and your experience with them and things like that and your viewpoints on them. So going to be very, very good. But yeah, other than that, team, I hope this was insightful. And again, got any questions, just shoot me a message. Okay.